performance tracker. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel. One of the first 1,000 subscribers are going to be entered to win this Draggy GPS performance tracker. This thing tracks your quarter mile time, 0 to 60, and even 60 to 130. It's super accurate and perfect if you're into tuning and racing cars. All you gotta do to enter to win is go to my YouTube channel, link in the description, subscribe. One of the first 1,000 subscribers are going to walk away with a GPS performance tracker. I'll do a live giveaway when it is finished. In the meantime, you get to see me do cool stuff like Ecoboost swap an 88 Ford Festiva, or turbo my S2000, or rotary swap a Datsun V210. So, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely subscribe and it automatically enters you to win a GPS performance tracker.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final episode before the drive of the Ecoboost Festiva. So, what I have been doing is the little tiny stuff that you typically don't think about or see. One is the intercooler is done. I think you've seen the mounting in the last video, but all the piping is done. I bead rolled all the fittings. All the coolant lines are hooked up. The fuel pressure regulator and vacuum stuff is hooked up. There's also a lower MAF sensor that I had to put a bung on to the intercooler piping, the charge pipe. But yeah, this thing is ready to fire up. I finished the electrical in the engine bay. I just need to loom this final wire here, put in a circuit, wired up the fans, and so now it is like getting there, right? I have my intake temp sensors pretty much ready to go. I also moved the catch can because it was always floating around somewhere and I could never find a good spot for it. So one of the things that I wanted to ask, if you're following this or you're going to stick around to be following any of my other projects, is what do you guys like to see? Because I can totally get in there and show you detail of every little thing I do, or I can do cutscenes. Hey, I just, finished up this, finished up that. I want to know what you guys would like to see. So anyways, I'm gonna jump in this thing, fire it up, let it run for a little bit, and see how everything goes. Get some coolant circulating. It's on a fresh oil change. And then at that point, if everything goes good, I'm going to start wrapping it up. One thing you'll notice is it went back to stock headlights. Those other headlights that I had on there were just a temporary solution to get me out driving the thing. But I went and pulled the headlights and stuff off of that car. I don't know if you can see it in between there. Bumper, headlights, took some stuff from that Festiva. So, let's get to it. Let's fire this thing up and see how it does. I forgot to mention that I redid the fuel lines. We are now running off of the tank behind the firewall. I did some sealing of the firewall. I have a little bit more to do. I did the battery box. As you know, or may not know, the Ditchworks tank, or Ditchworks fuel pump, and inline filters are mounted under there. I just tested the fuel system to make sure there was no leaks, and we're good to go. Still have some little things like tightening up battery cables and stuff like that to do as far as the electrical goes, but I want to fire it up, make sure everything's going good first. And I also have an OBD dash that I want to hook to it and see what parameters I'm getting back out of the ECU. Alright, so here we are. I have everything wired up temporarily until I put in the final solution. I'm not really a huge fan of these things, but you know what? It's simple and works. The main power turnoff is going to be on this guy, but for now I'm just running everything like this. And here is my start wire. So let's kick everything on. The fuel pump sounds like it's priming good. The oil, would you like quick? No, let's not. Let's go to gauge. I got coolant temp, battery, engine RPM. Alright, let's see what we can get. jump out, monitor things really quick. So far everything looks good, sounds good. We'll wait for the temp to rise a little bit. Got good fuel pressure, right around 80 psi. Probably should bump that up a little bit. That idle going down. I'm getting a really slow throttle response here. And I don't know why that is. So what I'm going to do is shut it off and hook it up to HP tuners. And then maybe I can get a better idea of what's going on. See? Really slow throttle come down. Clutch is working. That is a brand new clutch. Oop. We will shut that off because that fuel tank was starting to run low on fuel, and I certainly don't want to burn up that pump. So, alright, let me get all this re-situated and then we will be back. Alright, so I just did a data log and sent it over to GemSport, my HP tuners. Seems to idle just fine. It's a little unstable, the idle, but what I'm noticing is it's got somewhat of a poor throttle response, and with that it does like a slight rev hang. So other than that, seems to idle decently. There's a bit of a shake. If I had to guess, I would say we're running rich. But outside of that, I really just don't know. This is what I'm getting out of throttle response here. Kind of just this slight delaying. Usually it's a little more responsive. Well, actually, a lot more responsive. You can hear that like flutter. I don't know if it's a low pressure side fuel thing. I am seeing decent low pressure side fuel. It would be nice to be able to see where that goes. When you get into the throttle, because I could turn that up a bit. That may be one thing I look into. Alright people, as you know, things don't ever go as planned. I was able to figure out the issue with this thing. So, after swapping around some wiring and going through everything, it now runs as smooth and as beautiful. I have my throttle response back. and it's ready to go. Now all it needs is the brake spled, this harness soldered, all of the connections I had to move soldered and up front. And let's see, do we have any active codes? We're gonna have a turbocharger code because I have an aftermarket blow-off valve. Those don't matter because they're old. Those are the codes I was getting before. Camshaft, clear them. The only one that should stay, oh, they're not gonna stay because they're clear because it's on. But the only one that should stay is the turbocharger code because I'm running a aftermarket blow-off valve and I don't have the little dongle thing. I have it on the old harness. I'm gonna swap it over, or you can just go into HP tuners and tune that out. But yeah, other than that, throttle response is back. It sounds healthy. There's no major codes, so that's it for this one. I appreciate you guys following along with the Ecoboost Festiva. If you'd like, definitely let me know what you think of it, and subscribe because the next video is going to be out doing pulls and driving this thing. So I will see you guys then.